What up, Posse?
Ba-da-dun-dun. What up?
How's it going? This
Hello,
is Brandon.
Posse.
And Mark.
Jason.
Mr. Grote, and I am Chad. And I just learned something new about Jason. Never, ever speak ill of the Corys.
I'm with him on that.
Because he almost came after you, Mark.
He was
No, he
coming
came
after
after me,
Brandon.
man.
We're
I
on
didn't
the
realize
same
I was
side.
talking to the president and
You
the
were
vice
closer.
president. Of
You were closer.
No,
Ahead
but
of their
he
time.
knew we were on the
Ahead
same
of their
team.
time.
Yeah. And I'll remember not to piss you off because you
About
scare
the
me anyways,
Corys.
Mr. Grote. But it's really good to see you.
Jesus.
Yeah, we don't need to
I
get
just got
jumpy
quick
in here.
and
I got
Wild
Watch out.
chills.
And I brought you a gift.
I got
This is for you because I
chills.
know how much you love sugar.
Zombie Skittles.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
So there's one Skittle in there that's a zombie Skittle, and you don't know which one it is, and it tastes like
Rotten zombie.
ass. So I thought of you when I got that.
I'm just going to somehow figure it out before.
I bet you will. You are a
He's just
connoisseur.
gonna eat them all
I'll be
and
like-
then just be like,
I am a
Take a little
Skittles
taste.
connoisseur.
Yes, you is. What are we starting with, Mark?
I didn't bring this for the last episode because I forgot it at home, so I'm going to start throwing things around
way to go.
and bring the 1970s Mustang Boss out, the Winter Soldier.
That makes sense of a car, what he would drive.
Dude, totally.
Right.
This looks... and it,
is exactly what the Winter Soldier would drive.
So now
in
I
my
have
opinion.
all of these except the War Machine one.
Is that an exclusive one or just wasn't there?
No, I
when
just
you
left
got
the
it?
War Machine one there because I wanted the other ones, and the Bel Air was an exclusive. I didn't
was.
see that one until the other day. I found that separate.
Okay.
But those little armor lines on there kind of.
Dude, right? It totally kind of reminds me
It's his
of
arm,
his...
basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they suckered me again. I'll probably hunt down that War Machine.
Can I ask what you paid for this?
$6, $6.99, I think.
Did you notice there's a little slot on the top in case you want to like put money in there or something?
No, that's from like the peg hook thing.
Oh, is
goes
it?
But you could use it.
Can I use my imagination and,
put
say that
coins
it's
in there?
yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna just fill that up with coins so you can't see the
So
car.
you can't see it
like
because
mystery.
it makes so
car.
much sense when I thought about
box.
that.
Get out of here,
Brilliant. It's
sir. You,
brilliant.
sir, need to leave, even though this is your residence.
I love the way I think. All right,
I
what
do
else you got?
too. Well, and then, so I ordered this. I hadn't seen these in stores. I don't think you can even get them in stores. The Metallic Superman and the Dark Side 2-pack.
Ooh.
I feel like every time we say that, it ends up in stores in like
I
6
know it'll
months
be
later.
there.
6 months from now.
Mark's got it. We better put it in the store. Yeah, so I don't know. I still want to get the Aquaman Black Manta out of these, and then I'll have all of the Spin Masters, the first wave.
Nice.
You know, and
Because that's the end of the first wave?
Yeah, and then they're already on to the second wave where it's like Talon and the Bronze Tiger. I can't remember the other ones.
Another Robin, I
another
think.
Batman,
And Nightwing,
Tim-
Red Nightwing, I think.
Yeah, Red Nightwing and a Robin. I think it's Damien.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got like 6 mystery items instead of
So I wonder-
just 1, right? Or 3.
Is
Instead of
this
3,
going to
it's
be
6?
the money figure, Dark Side? Because they're probably never going to release him solo.
It's a
I don't
weird
know.
little
I wish he did
paint
the-
on him too.
I was just thinking that he looks.
I wish he did the classic. That's like more like the video game version.
Oh.
So what's in for the accessories?
I've never opened it, but
Never
I've seen
opened one yet?
pictures. They have like little, like say Green Lantern, the ones with him, he would have like Green Lantern accessories. Like
Okay.
Superman probably would have like a kryptonite thing and like
Yeah.
some other
He has
Crypto's
that,
dog leash or
yeah,
something.
he has that cellophane
okay,
S that
yeah,
he
you
throws
can
on
kinda see
Zod.
stuff down here.
Like I know the Aquaman one comes with his pitchfork or something.
Oh, okay.
First
You know.
edition too.
Yeah. And I really like the packaging on those. And I mean, people are like, oh, that's this kid's line. Well, whatever. I can like what I like. You know what I mean?
What size is this? This is a small, like
3
6.
3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 1 Chewbacca in height.
Okay.
And I mean, in all seriousness,
I
like
think you're kind of spot on.
they're
there, my
they're
friend.
toys for kids, but all toys are for kids. So you know.
Exactly. Like, those are for kids. Well,
cares?
okay. They're toys.
I think
That,
they're 4-inch,
yes, I think they are.
just slightly bigger.
So I dig those. I had to get them all. I still need Aquaman, and I'll get that ones too. But that's like a UK exclusive, the Aquaman
I
one.
kind of like how they got this like
He just
Look
no,
at that.
over.
Grote's
rip
taking
apart
over.
like packaging and stuff. It's
Oh,
like easy
yeah,
to
look
open
at that.
and
Grote bringing
Oh,
out
there
the
we go.
facts.
Oh.
Look at that.
That means you got to get a haircut before you
That
open
means
these.
you need mom or dad to help open that.
Breaking news: Jason Grote takes over.
With the sizers.
This is now just the Jason Grote show.
It's the Jason Grote
Never.
movement.
Yeah.
Never. I don't like to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Keep it low key.
The cat is chilling next to the Thundercat.
Thundercat.
He's a
When I
Thundercat.
threw that, he was like,
You
"What
can-
was that?"
You can barely see him. He's so blended in. Greystoke. You got him. There you go. He's like, what?
What a-
Anyway.
That was so smooth, Grote. That was so
One
smooth.
guest star at a time, sir.
Yes.
I brought some stuff that I've just picked up recently. We got Scarlet from the new G.I. Joe. Actual Posse member helped me out with that. New guy, Fabian.
Nice. I think
he
he
just
posted
joined
about
the
picking
Posse.
some stuff.
Yeah,
up
he
from you,
got extra ones, and I just needed these two because those are the two I didn't find. So.
I like that. I want a poster of that.
So a new Posse member hooked you up.
Yep. Oh yeah.
How nice.
Yep.
Right?
Cost too. I actually gave him a couple bucks. He came and
That's the way
dropped
you
it
do
off
it.
to me and everything, and I'm like, hey, I threw a couple extra
I would do
bucks
the
your
same
way.
thing.
Did you get the? Are you gonna take one of the displays if you ever find it empty? And
No,
you're doing
because the
work,
one
or-
I went to had the display, but I don't have room to get that
Yeah,
stuff.
but that's just cool. Is a bigger part of the back. Like it's just a bigger version, right? Isn't the top part like the back? That back thing is like there's like a bigger.
yeah,
picture
there's
of
like
it?
a little backer on the top
Yeah.
and stuff too, but. Well, and I do a lot of those through my merchandising job. And Target, I know for one, they won't let you take any of that stuff.
Oh.
But
Oh,
I'm sure-
really?
I just walked out with the pop.
I
display
asked
one time.
him
Yeah,
for a
take 'em all the time.
Fortnite. There was a big Fortnite poster they had there forever, and I wanted it just to give to my nephews. And
Yeah,
the guy
that's-
I work with all the time, he's like, "We can't give any of that."
That's
away,"
when you just
so-
walk out with
I
it.
suppose.
Stiff arm
You
people
can just
if
be
they try
like
to stop you.
you can be like Mark and just walk out with it.
Well, when you buy
The whole
everything on the display, I'm taking this.
Well, and it's Walmart, and it's Walmart. You
But
know.
I mean, even Target,
No
I've
rules.
done that. I've done that at the Nike store. I took their whole shelf.
You are just so.
Mark is
kidding
just
about
stealing.
that.
Mark is just stealing. Like he stole the mannequin. He's like, I bought this outfit.
This mannequin is mine now. I bought this jacket.
So you are so
Why'd you buy
thug
this
life,
late?
buddy.
This is why you bought the ladies' exercise.
That's right.
Right. All right,
Jealous.
Gro. What else you got?
And then this just came in from Hasbro Pulse, and that's the new
I'm kind of regretting not getting this when
Carbonite
the link went up.
Black Series. And I thought maybe there would have been a figure in there in back, but there isn't.
But you
Looks
can't like open up the casing, maybe. And he's in
No,
there?
it seems thick, and I mean, it looks like there's just a stand in the back there. So
We should look for an unboxing.
So you could
on
only
YouTube.
get this if you ordered it.
I don't know if
can't
that
find it in
was
the
an
store?
actual exclusive. I think this was. I get confused with all of them now. Will
Reminds me of a
pre-order
cell
stuff,
phone
and then once I
case.
see it out in stores, I'm like, well, I don't want that anymore, and cancel it. But
Cancel that. I found it.
you know, but
Can I ask what you paid for this?
I think it was $19.99.
That's not bad.
Maybe 25, but then I think Hasbro
Yeah.
Pulse ships for free.
That
too.
means it'll be at Best Buy, Walgreens, Target, Walmart
Right.
Yeah.
by the end
Well,
of the week.
usually if
Exactly.
Hasbro Pulse has them, they're out.
Yeah.
We get them after they've been out in stores. So.
For
Oh,
sure
okay.
we do.
I like how they're
And
really staying the retro.
Speaking
with
of
the full
pre-orders, I think a couple other Posse members got a couple of these in the last couple of days. These were pre-orders
Let's open those
from
things up.
Super 7 a long time ago. I mean, it was
Open
over
that
a
bad boy.
year, and kept getting updates that they were shipping. I believe I ordered these two and a Ren and Stimpy. Toxie came first, and then like 2 weeks later, the Voltron came out.
Wait, did they have powdered toast man as one of the things for Super
I'm
7?
not sure.
I hope so.
That would be
Because
cool.
I will
The
buy that.
packaging
aftermarket.
on them is really cool. That top sleeves
Yeah,
off.
that's sick right there.
Oh.
Toxie.
And I don't open newer toys, but these have
Da-da-da-da.
kind of tempted me.
I love it. Look at what he comes with.
Nice. I had that figure as like when it was originally released, like in the 90s. But this is so much more articulation and better materials
I
than
wish
the
I would have
original
bought one of these.
Who makes
I-
who makes these?
Super 7,
Okay.
it's a really cool company that does a lot of... They've started doing more regular toys and
Yeah.
stuff. But
Well, they just got the license for part of the turtle stuff.
This
Okay.
thing is made really well.
Yeah, they do really good toys. I think these were 40, maybe $50, so the price point's up there a little bit.
But look at it. He's got all those extra heads.
Yeah. He's
little
got,
clear head.
tons of stuff, and
Show that to those gentlemen over there.
Hey.
There's the Voltron.
And I will show this.
thank you.
While they gander at that.
I have always been amazed by Toxic Crusaders, the Toxic Avenger line from the first movie that was so dark, rated R, nudity, violence, you name it. I mean, it was basically a horror movie with porkies,
Yeah.
if you will.
I remember watching that.
And here they actually turn this franchise into a kids line that is still lasting to this day.
So does this
No,
Voltron
Well,
come
kids
apart?
line, but I guess
The
it's other-
cartoon,
yeah,
the cartoon was
right,
pretty
right.
popular.
I know the
They had-
hands. You get the. I don't know because you have the alternate heads for the arms
Yeah, I
that
don't
open
think
up. So I don't know
doesn't
if it
come
comes apart.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
It's
And
still
I don't think
bad.
anything shoots off either like the original, but
But you can switch the hands out to make them grip. I think because it looks like
I think one's open, one's the mouse. But it's a pretty cool rendition of them.
I like that.
Yeah, it's got different
These are.
hands,
This
too.
is awesome. It has a little like the grenades that are shaped like the toxic waste bins and stuff. That is.
And I
Very
thi-
cool.
I think their other line back in the day had some really cool
Yeah.
accessories.
Are you
too.
gonna open this one or are you gonna
I
keep
don't
it
think
in
so.
box? The
Probably
box is
keep it
pretty
in
cool.
box.
And that ran you about $40.
I think it was $39.99, might have been $40.
And then you probably bought both. You got free shipping, right?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because I
Cool.
pre-ordered like 4 things, so and of course they're all shipping separately. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works for them, but it works.
But I also asked you to bring some goodies
Yes,
And
I,
that I'm always envious of, sir.
I'll move this
I've-
over here.
Slowly been getting vintage graded figures.
Yeah.
Most of these are variants that I have here, though. So if anybody doesn't know about
Albino Luke.
graded figures, you send in like the same as comics. You send in the figure or a comic into. There's a couple companies that do it. They go over it, look at the paint application, everything like that, condition, and they give a grade to it. Usually, I don't know the lowest grade you can get, but I think the top is 90, 95. I don't
Yeah.
think there is
I've
100s.
seen maybe 40, 45, maybe the lowest.
yours is graded 60.
I think that's a 60.
God, that looks really
So
good.
on the side, if you can show the,
I didn't know I was doing that.
it'll have so the year, everything. Now this is a variant, so it's a brown hair Luke. Regularly they're blonde, but there's a couple different variants. And then they give like a condition to the overall figure and stuff. But
When you say a variant for this line, this is the very first line. I understand, right?
Yep.
From '77.
Yep.
Why was it just a mix in the color of the dyes? Was it different location that it was done?
different location most of the time.
Okay.
I think what the deal is when they first start making them, they could always find cheaper and cheaper factories to do it.
I see.
Yeah.
So there's a couple, and you can tell a lot of that by the back of legs. They have a stamp, and
What factory
Yeah.
they
of
came
course,
from.
yeah, there's Hong
Okay.
Kong, but then you get into
There's
like
an England one.
Macau,
Yeah.
and all these weird ones,
There-
and you get really up there in price.
There's
Wuhan.
a new. We were talking about Amazon Prime earlier. A toy store near you.
Yep, yep.
And one of the guys in the UK, he moved right near the factory that had the rights to Star Wars during that time
Okay.
for I guess England and the UK, and that's where they made all those.
Really?
Yeah, and he has a cool vintage shop down there.
and now
it's
that's
awesome.
another variant.
Recommend watching it.
When I was trying to, I was looking for they call her a turtleneck Leia. The paint on her neck is not supposed to be there really. It's supposed to be skin tone, but I think that was just, some of them are running changes too.
Can you show that the paint on her neck is supposed to be, so that's not supposed to be
Yeah,
red or
that-
burgundy?
Yep, that
I see.
her neck there. It's supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Mostly it's a different color.
That's an 80.
An 80, and I just bought that because I couldn't find a loose one at the time when I was trying to find it for my loose collection, and
And do you sometimes send them in at all, or you buy them already?
I
graded? 'Cause
haven't
eBay
sent
has
any in
like
yet.
a bunch.
I've
like,
got
graded.
the Star Wars collection I got from Lance. I've always wanted to send that slowly all
How
in.
much does it cost to get them graded?
That I'm not sure. I think it depends on the value of it, but I think there's a flat rate for most things, but I'm not sure on prices. And sometimes it can be months when you get stuff back. I mean, I think like Star Wars figures. I think that and G.I. Joe, they have a huge backlog of
Yeah.
that they can get through other stuff quicker.
What's the highest grade you got for any of these? This one's 80.
I think 80 is
That's
the
an
best
80.
I have.
Really?
I haven't really went down. These are just randomly things I found. I think one of these I found on the Craigslist a while back. So this is the blue Snagglepuss. So this was only sent out in the Sears mail away cantina, I believe. Once it went to production, and once they saw an actual picture of the guy in the movie, he's much shorter. He's wearing a red
He's
dress.
red, yeah.
He's got a red thing on. He's actually got like furry feet and stuff. So these are pretty rare. Blue Snaggletooth's pretty rare, and then there's a variant of those.
Oh, really?
Oh wow, he has both.
They have what they call toe dent and non-toe dent. I don't know what it is, but there's a small dent on the
it's
front
right
of
on
one
the-
of the toes.
Yeah, it's this one.
And yep, that little like
Weird.
indentation right there.
It's so weird what makes things a variant.
Right. And you know, it's
No toe
why
dent.
and they're both priced about the same, you know, so it's not like one's more rare. It's just a weird variant on that part. But I got one off of Craigslist, and then I think I bought another one because I was like, well, I want the toe dent and the non-toe
That's
dent.
nice that has guns too. Like that's
Yep.
important.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about grading is most of the time you can count on when you send them in, if it's a reproduction weapon, which is really big in Star Wars collecting, vintage, they'll know that for the most part.
Oh, they
So-
will.
Yeah, I'm
So
always
that's
freaked out
another
about that
reason
stuff.
why people
Because
get
they
stuff
are the experts.
graded is just to make sure it's completely all legit and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
With these Snaggletooth, do I remember correctly that the small red alternate, wasn't he depicted in the droid factory? Wasn't he one of the
could
workers in there?
that could be too.
I-
It's
I-
been a while since I've actually watched the original
I know,
Star
me
Wars
too.
and stuff.
Do
but
um
yes.
do you have are the red ones worth anything, and are there any variants of those?
There's no variants. They're like a total common, you know. So
Okay.
even any, you know, vintage Star Wars is collectible.
I had
but
to
they're
ask because I
one-
have one.
I
Yeah,
knew
they're
he
very-
had. I was
they're
like, he's
very-
got
they're
the
very-
red one.
Very common.
Yeah.
They're probably worth $5 to
I'll give you $2.50
$10,
for it.
where these are between 4 and 6 each.
It's a deal.
Okay.
So,
It's a deal.
There's
and
still
I think I had got them when
Yeah.
they were only running about $350 each. So even in
Wow.
the 3 years I've been collecting vintage Star Wars, it's like some of that rare stuff has went up.
But the red, I mean, if you have the red mint on card, that's a little bit
Oh,
bumps it up, maybe $100.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
like
sure.
$80.
Yeah, I bet you.
it's still affordable for a
Yeah.
collector.
Yeah.
Do you want to do?
I'm gonna do my missing in action
Go for it, buddy.
figures. Yeah, I went out thrifting. I told you guys I was gonna start doing this and bringing in surprises. These, you know, I'm crazy about the cars. I found a bunch of loose ones,
Oh yeah, grab bag.
and I didn't have any of these open.
Wow, just a bunch of monster trucks.
This one's like a dog. Yeah, he's even got a dog collar on.
Wow.
You know, I'm kind of a fiend for
How much
these.
did
I'm
you, how,
buying
like these pack? What was that? Like
Look at that, look at
$4
that.
pack
$3 for
Wow.
4
Wow.
cars.
each. So $8 for 8 cars.
So you know, I scored these cars.
Little
Quick
dog
show them,
one.
they're fun.
What are they? Which lines are they from?
This is from the Jam Masters.
Oh, it's the Rottweiler.
So like this is the Max D.
You sure it's not a Doberman?
And is that to the thing that Mark has? Mark Hall?
Dang it.
Yes.
Monster
Yeah.
Rottweiler.
Yes.
Dang it. Oh, Doberman one.
El Toro Loco.
I should
Hey,
give
it's an
this
El
one to
Toro.
Look at this. 3 of the same one.
Oh, hey, I have a friend that their
and Mark
kid
has a Mark
loves
Hall has a
these.
robot that it goes to.
Ooh, the Avenger.
But then,
Then you're gonna start army building because you already have 3.
same store. I'm not going to show this yet.
Why?
Oh,
Because I just wanted to show this. I got this for like $2. So this guy needed a home.
That
Oh,
guy
yeah.
is peg
That's
warming.
Benicio
He's
del
totally,
Toro.
he's totally a peg warmer, but I was like, somebody like a Mark Hall or
Yeah, Kit Basher
you
or
know,
a
could like
customizer.
take this and just pop a different
Oh,
head
yeah.
on there and paint him up. It's somebody in his.
Yeah.
he'll flip you for real. He'll flip you.
But this was like the mega. This was the mega score. The Sonic the Hedgehog.
Metal Sonic.
Oh, nice.
For $5 and he's metal. So
From the Loot Crate. Nice. The occasional time that Loot Crate actually has a good product.
So this thing goes for like $60.
Yeah.
And I found them for like $3.
Oh yeah, that's heavy.
Oh, wow.
Look at that. Nice.
Oh, nice grab, dude. He is dope.
Isn't he sweet?
Yeah.
I don't even know how he goes on here because
Have you looked to see what those things go for?
$60.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice.
Good
I like
for
the little
you.
stand too. That's pretty cool. Has him like floating around.
And it's like, oh, I'm gonna buy this for the show because I was like, but then once I got it, I was like, dang, this thing's pretty sweet. I
I
was
find
like,
myself buying stuff just for like, oh, we can show it off.
I do that all the time now. Like,
Is that your last one?
that's the last one.
So I can segue into mine?
you can.
I
no,
can.
let's not. Let's not.
Oh,
let
we
him.
got cut for time.
I can.
We gotta go. We're
I
done.
got. It's not a mystery box. I already opened it.
Well, it's
But-
a mystery to us because we don't know what's in it.
But, and in this box, I want to, Grote, invite you over for our first annual. Came in the mail today. Sega
very nice.
Genesis.
Oh yeah, Sega.
Second gen. Now I
Get
have
some
both.
Is that the 32-bit one?
where the
golden
magic
axe,
happens.
golden axe, and some.
Oh,
Yo, those skeletons! I'm so mad.
Altered
I missed out on
Beast.
pre-order
all,
on that.
that's that was Sega Master, but they had them for that too.
I wonder
Golden
if
Axe was
you missed
dope.
this, but they actually somebody made figures for Golden Axe.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I think it was Storm Collectibles.
Somebody in the posse just got them, and
Yeah, the skeletons and the
Look at that.
fight. It's
look
so
at how
good.
basic that fighter is. But it's like that's the game.
Here, let's see it. I want to show your phone to the.
That's totally
Start
it. though.
swiping left. Yeah,
You can
that's
It
awesome.
looks like Brutus the Barber
Unpinching it, his
beefcake.
little the guy you ride on is
Dragon.
really cool.
Dude, that
Yeah,
is
look at
really
That is
sweet.
cool.
Like it has a
Yeah.
select player, and it's just like
And yeah, I guess
they make it look so nostalgic.
that Storm Collectibles has been knocking out of the park, and I started picking up some of their Street Fighter figures because I wanted them, and then I realized
Yeah.
aftermarket prices are
The
ridiculous.
Mortal Kombat ones hold their value.
yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
come on. It's like I just want to buy that Goro for under $100. Sir.
Right.
So real quick, we're going to be popping. This one's going to drop Saturday morning. So tomorrow, your Sunday morning, is the swap at the Eagles 34,
Yeah.
9 to 3. So far, we have how many tables, Mark?
34 tables.
Are they all sold out? All sold out outside, social distancing. Everything is going to be done in a great, big, huge parking lot. There will be food and beverages available. There will also be a menu inside as well.
Social distancing.
Social distancing,
Bicycle,
masks will be
wear a
available.
mask.
Yeah.
Hand
Mask.
sanitizer will be available, and it's going to be fun. It'll be
I know
fun to see everybody.
people like to browse, but maybe this is one where you kind of try to get through as fast as you can.
Or just
but
browse with your eyes and not your hands.
Right.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what we got to do? Now that I think about that, we've got to get Spider Brandon over there with his
Drone.
Drone. Yeah, that would be sweet.
that.
Maybe
That'd be
we'll.
cool.
Maybe we'll.
So all right, this Sunday, hope to see you guys there.
All right, guys.
Peace out,
All right,
everyone.
peace out.
Peace.